Notice how your chest hollows out the second you realize they would rather lose you than admit they were wrong. You know that exact moment. The argument stops being about what actually happened, and starts being about protecting their pride. You stand there, looking at someone you love, watching them build a wall out of excuses. You've spent years doing this dance, bending your truth so it doesn't scratch their ego, swallowing your hurt because their defense mechanisms take up the whole room. You thought if you just explained it differently, they'd finally see you. Maybe softer words would work. Maybe perfect timing would fix it. Maybe approaching them with pure love was the key. But the words bounce off. Because they aren't listening to understand you. They are listening to defend the version of themselves they desperately need to believe in. And that is the quietest, most agonizing heartbreak. Watching them treat your pain as an attack. Watching them view basic accountability as an act of war. You sit on the edge of the bed at 2 a.m. wondering if you're actually crazy. They tell you you're too sensitive. That you're remembering it wrong. That you're always looking for a problem. And for a long time, you believed them. You carried the weight of the conflict. You apologized for reacting to the disrespect they refused to acknowledge. But look at you now. You're tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. Soul tired. Bone tired. Tired of being the emotional translator for an adult who refuses to read the room. Tired of breaking yourself into smaller pieces just so they don't have to grow. The truth will change everything for you. People who are committed to their ego cannot afford to see you clearly. Your clarity threatens their narrative. Your boundaries threaten their control. When you hold up a mirror, they don't look at their reflection. They smash the glass and blame you for the mess. You have to stop waiting for a breakthrough. You have to stop hoping the light bulb will suddenly click on. They are choosing the dark. The problem isn't a lack of capacity. The problem is a lack of willingness. They make a conscious, daily choice to prioritize their comfort over your connection. They would rather let the bridge burn than carry a bucket of water. And you keep standing in the flames. Getting burned. Thinking your loyalty will somehow extinguish the fire. Your loyalty means nothing to the flames. Letting go of this dynamic feels terrifying. Because walking away means admitting the potential you saw in them was just a ghost. Accepting reality looks a lot like giving up. You are not giving up on them. You are finally accepting the reality they've been showing you for years. Sanity has to come before their potential. Take your hands off the wheel. Let them misunderstand you. Let them paint you as the villain in a story they wrote to protect themselves. You don't live in that story anymore. Correcting the record isn't your job. Defending your character to someone committed to misunderstanding you is a waste of breath. Your only job is walking out the door. Into the quiet. Into the space where your reality is allowed to exist without being debated. The hardest part of healing is mourning the illusion. But the best part is never having to pretend again. You tried. You really tried. Now your job is trying for yourself. Leave them to their pride. You have a peace to protect. Subscribe to the channel.